Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. On this 03.27.2024. Current time is 0550 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside this Wednesday morning, hump day. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, at Fireman Rich also over on Truth Social, Blue Skies, Instagram Threads, and over there on the public Facebook. Just type in all one word, The Real Fireman Rich. If I post on X, it's usually on all the other ones and stuff, except a few things. But I'm starting to say X is my primary spot again. And I want to say good morning to Tina, our Jersey girl. It's good morning, Tim Fan 40, out there in Michigan. And coffee, Tim says coffee, and Tina says got my coffee, eggs and English muffin. Good for you. Good for you. I raised my coffee cup. Thank you for being here. And this would be the morning coffee, Wednesday morning coffee, if we didn't have the coffee. Because it is one of those hashtag positive start to the day, hashtag PSTTD. Coughed there a little bit. To get a good start to the day, it's waking me up as we had just a little bit of an early start this morning, didn't we? I could have started a quarter of it, just lollygag here the last 5 minutes, but we're up and running. And I hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I had a fairly good Tuesday yesterday. We didn't go for a morning walk right out the door, as far as that goes. Mrs. volunteered yesterday, so I did do the audio podcast, and I also did some PUBG Battlegrounds, PUBG PC yesterday, and it's posted up. It's here on Twitch, but it's also over on Rumble and over there on YouTube. And it was basically airplanes, bicycles, and cars. I played 3 games, so those are the 3 games I played. I had fun. The missus went. We didn't take a walk right away, so I got all my morning things that I do out of the way, and I was able to play for an hour and a half or so. And then the missus came back. We had lunch, and we went out for a nice after lunch walk, and it was fantastic out. The weather out there, oh my God, oh! And even now, current temperatures. I'm looking up at the digital clock here that has both the indoor, and then I have a sensor outside on the north side of the house underneath the porch. It's 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow, we haven't had that in a couple weeks as far as that goes. It equates to 8 degrees Celsius. We're in the plus side on the Celsius side, 8 degrees Celsius. And it feels a little bit, I don't really need this, but I feel comfortable in it, this fleece. I just, it's sort of like, I just feels comfortable. But we got cloudy today, slight chance of rain showers, high of 56. Woohoo! I like that. Winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Supposedly there's supposed to be a little rain out there right now. I don't see anything on the window. We've got an ad break in 4 minutes and 7 seconds, I guess. So just to give you a heads up. Sun will be rising this morning at 06:57 a.m. So it's about an hour and 3 minutes. An hour, a little more than an hour. The sun will be rising at 6:30. Wait a minute. Yeah, 6:57. It's 5:43, 5:54 right now. So yeah, 1 hour and 3 minutes. 6:57 a.m. and sun will be setting later this evening, early evening at 7:26 p.m. The moon is out there actually, but the clouds, I could see the clouds have come together there, but there was a little break there. The moon is right out here as far as that goes. Yeah, well, yeah, that was pretty shocking yesterday. I caught that yesterday. I didn't watch any of the news yesterday morning, so I got it just before lunchtime and stuff, and I guess there was reported six have perished. It just went down. I mean, it just like boom, collapsed. It's like the day of this modern age. No, I disagree with that, Tim. Okay, that's the first assumption. Um, I think it's going to come down to, you look at the ship itself. It's an old beat up ship. The containers were all rusted, so that tells you something about the maintenance on that particular ship, as far as what type of. I'd like to know what the cargo was. Yeah, too many cameras. Yeah, it's just too many cameras and stuff like that, and they nixed that right out. I watched there was a briefing yesterday. I got to say the transportation person for the state of Maryland, he has his shit together as far as that goes with reporters. Just say, hey, it's still in the early stages, and they just kept on saying, can't address that yet as far as that goes. These reporters, they ask stuff, they should know by now. You ask this question, you're going to get that answer. You're not going to get they're not going to slip. These guys, they know what they're supposed to. Coast Guard, very professional as far as what they have to do, what they had there. They tell you what the assets are. The odd thing is, you figure, okay, I saw somebody said on X there, oh, they didn't do any maintenance. That bridge was just built. It's only 2 years old. They rebuilt. I've been over that bridge once. Well, this is before the old bridge that used to be there back in the early '80s. I went down. I stayed down in Baltimore there, and I went across that bridge, across the harbor and stuff. Hal showed it and said the ship lost. Yeah, that's what the reports are, Tina. Yeah, it's all over. Everybody's showing it and stuff like that. So there's footage out there. You just have to Google ship accident in Baltimore Harbor, just Baltimore Harbor, and you're going to get it. So it's all over the news because it's probably the worst ship bridge incident. And I'm looking at that film, I guess, after watching it 5 times, and then I'm just seeing, you can see the cars going across as the ship's coming in. It's just like, okay, that guy got across, and then there was one that got across. So it just, when it hit, I'm just surprised it took out, like, just the whole bridge came down. It's just amazing. That's one of the longest spanning bridges. It closed the harbor down, and it just accidents will happen, and there's going to be some provisions to where they're going to probably have tugboats on those big container ships. As far as that, I thought same thing when I saw those cars. Yeah, I'm just thinking, and they probably don't know what's going on at the time, but I bet you they were like, oh my god. Okay, we're in a commercial break right now, or no, we're in an ad break right now. So Tina, you not seeing the ads this morning? Ad breaks are going a minute and 12. It ends. So I don't know if you could hear me now. Maybe, I don't know. It's screwy things with Twitch, I guess. So they'll be sorting that out. I'll probably be tuning in this. Oh, Tim, you're here. So okay, we got ad breaks that are going on right now. So maybe you guys missed this one. We'll see about the next one in 30 minutes. Oh, here, ads. Okay. Oh, you got ads now? Okay. So, we'll just sort of pause here for another minute. 30 seconds. Okay, we should be back here. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're back. I sort of paused. I wasn't sure because I guess maybe it might be the chat being delayed a little bit. I got the impression from Tina's last that she there was no ad, so he must be let me check something here. That's not good. Oh, Jack, come on now, please. What's going on here, Bug? Stop. The cat's chasing. One of the cats chasing Jack here. Okay, let me check something here. And okay, we got that bot. We had a bot come in. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back, and but so we'll. I'm gonna be checking that out as far as that goes, and such. So we'll just see what plays out today and stuff. It's a tragedy, you know, caught on film in this modern day where there's a camera everywhere. So our prayers are with the families that lost people yesterday and stuff. So let's see. Like I said, currently it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Our world times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:02 a.m. They're into today right now. Honolulu, 12:02 a.m. Very early for them. Cloudy skies with some clearing. 73 degrees Fahrenheit. In Phoenix, Arizona at 3:02 a.m. currently. Phoenix, it's clear skies, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Chicago, Illinois is the windy city. It's still 5:02 a.m. Cloudy with 32 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle at 6:02 a.m. Cloudy skies, 43 degrees Fahrenheit down there. Across the pond, the Atlantic Ocean in Cork, Ireland at 10:02 a.m. It is 37 degrees Fahrenheit, cloudy skies. Backing up to New Jersey, Tina just posted here that New Jersey it's 44 degrees Fahrenheit down there in Jersey. 53 for the high. Good for the good. Let's see, 53. Yeah, we got 58. So it's spring has returned. Let's see. After Cork, we have Milan, Italy, where it's cloudy there also at 11:03 a.m. 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In Kuala Lumpur at 6:03 p.m. in the early evening, sunny and clear, 84 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 7:03 p.m. Cloudy skies, 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And in Australia, the great continent country, in Melbourne, Australia at 9:03 p.m. in their evening, clear skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And sliding over to Sydney, it's partly clear and partly clear and at 9:03, 72 degrees Fahrenheit there in Sydney. Okay, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. Let me see, what is this? Oh, I got tagged again on a... I don't know why I get tagged on. Yeah, it happens, I guess. Let's see. We do have a quote today. It's from a famous astronaut. He's the first human to step on the moon. That's Neil Armstrong. He was a badass astronaut. He was one of the original. Was he one of the original Gemini 7? He might have been. Yeah. And good morning, DR Captain Storm. Captain. I'm just going to call you DR Cap. How you doing, DR Cap? Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you for being here. We're just getting this broadcast going. Our thought for the day this morning is goes as follows. His quote: Well, that's why we just I'll just call you DR. I'm not gonna waste much of my time this morning on the names. I'm gonna shortcut it. Okay, that's my prerogative as a broadcaster. It's up to you to put your name and stuff. I have no idea what that name is, so that's your prerogative and stuff like that. But welcome to the broadcast as a first time chatter as far as that goes. Tina saying good morning to DR. DR Cap, I'll call him. DR Cap, there we go. Our quote and our thought for the day this morning goes as follows from Neil Armstrong. Mystery creates wonder, and wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand. We try to always understand. I'm trying to understand, why did I pick up this pen? Because it's a habit. So now I understand why. But mystery creates wonder, and wonder is the basis of man's desire to understand. And if you know a little bit of the background of Neil Armstrong, he tried to he liked to understand a lot of things and stuff like that. Very smart man, and a great American as far as that goes too. Yes, mystery can be scary, and but it's there. Um, but from what a takeaway from Neil Armstrong is that it's a good thing. It doesn't have to be scary, because mystery is the wonder. The wonder. What am I? Oh, you got all these ideas. That's part of the wonder of the human race, and is the basis of us and our desire to understand. We always try and understand things. Sometimes we try to understand too much, and we overthink it. So thank you, Neil Armstrong. Let's see. Neil Armstrong was an American astronaut and aeronautical engineer who in 1969 became the first person to walk on the moon. He was also a Navy aviator. Those are the best pilots. I'm from the Air Force, and the Navy pilots, hands down. Air Force are pretty decent, but Navy. But he's a test pilot and university professor, so he was up there. He had his PhD. Armstrong was born and raised in Ohio. That's where Big Juice is from. Steve is at. So he was on in the Gemini. He was in Gemini 8 and Apollo 11, and he passed away back in 2012, which is sad. He was 82 when he passed away. Most of the astronauts that walked on the moon, there's only a few of them left now, as far as that goes. Let's see, our national day. Let's see. Oh, I was going to go with this one. Where's Cup of Joe when you need him? Because you're going to love this one, Tina. You're going to love this one. There's a foodie. It's National Spanish Paella Day. I guess it's a Spanish dish. Then you have National Scribble Day for the kids. National Little Red Wagon Day. I was going to go with that one, but we're going to go with this one. Yes, yummy. Yeah, that's yummy. We're going to go with this one. We got to let Cup of Joe know that it's National Joe Day. Somebody, National Joe, hashtag National, it is, it's National Joe Day today. National Joe Day on March 27th encourages everybody to enjoy a cup of Joe. Oh, okay. So it's for the coffee. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, DR. We'll skip that one. Yeah, message him. It's National Joe Day. Encourage everyone to enjoy a cup of Joe with all your friends, and that's what we're doing just here. Friends named Joe. We know a Joe. Cup of Joe. Joel, Joseph, Josephine. While you're at it, and I'm holding my cup of Joe right here. Cup of Joe. He's a guy that we've known for a long time. Dr. You're the rookie here right now. Okay, so when we talk about somebody, we've known him. We've known that individual for a while. That's why I'm mentioning him. Okay, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure that out, but he is a good guy. He's one of the good guys there. Cup of Joe. Known him for a couple years now. I've known him since Blab days. This is the Blab owl. This is Blab. This came out before Periscope. Then there was Periscope, and then we had Haps, and now we're all on Twitch and other platforms, Rumble and YouTube Live. Let's see, Joe. If you didn't know it, you could create quite a few nicknames from this one name, and we know that for sure because we know a Joe, Cup of Joe. I gotta see if I catch him on PUBG Mobile. I was on the other day and I'd seen him. But if you can message him, Tina, that he would love that. Say Happy Cup of Joe Day, Joe. Happy Cup of Joe Day. He has an extra day on top of his birthday. We'll have to remember that one. March 27th is Cup of Joe Day. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Tina. He's gonna be laughing his ass off. According to the Social Security Administration, Joseph ranked number 6 from 1893 to 1899 behind John, William, James, George, and Charles as far as names. It moved to number 5 from 1911 to 2005. It ranked number 12 or lower. Famous Joes, and Joannes populated the world. They fill many roles too, so their name does not define them. Just check out the variety. Let's see. I know a Joseph. Yeah. Some famous Joes. You had American football player and coach Joe Montana. Who could forget? Oh man, he's one of the great quarterbacks. You have comedian, musician, and actor Joe Pesci. He's a great guy. You have American football Joe Namath. Woo. There we go. And let's see, you have who's some other ones I can mention here? Oh, baseball player Shoeless Joe Jackson from the old White Sox team, and you have Joe Green, Mean Joe Green, actress Jodie Foster, Joe DiMaggio, Joe Crocker, musician. He's a great singer. I like him. And let's see, who else and musician Joe Walsh. Those are the Joes. And then we know our own Cup of Joe. Just so to give you a background on Cup of Joe there, DR. He's a retired New York City bus driver. He used to live in Florida. Now he lives in Ohio. My Uncle Joe. Tina has an Uncle Joe. Well, tell Uncle Joe that it's his day today. I like that one. That's got to be one of the best ones we've had, right? Because as soon as I saw that, it's like Cup of Joe. Where is he? I'd bring him up on the guest stars, as far as that goes. Oh my God. Oh, great guy. Oh, I forgot 2 tabs here. Let me bring these up. I'm always forgetting 1 or 2 things here. I forgot to, let's see, get that one. Yeah, I have to see him because I'm playing PUBG Mobile, but not as much as PUBG PC. And I was on there, and he's back because he liked. I guess I ended up getting a chicken dinner over there this past weekend, and he liked what I posted up over there. The PUBG Mobile has its own posting section too. You can post things and the people that you're friends with, as far as that goes. And Joe's one of those guys. I play with him on PUBG Mobile. He's a riot. He is a real riot as far as that goes. So let me see if I get this up here. So let's see. We have for history. Let's see. What do we got for history? Man, I'm sucking down my cup of Joe. Sucking down my coffee here. Let's see. In our history segment, where's Hal today, Tina? I ask you this every week. I should have it written down, but we're going to be going into the history. So, and I do have a history 100 years. Oh, he's on X. Okay. Let's see if we can. Oh no, I gotta go on this one. We'll get to the history first. We'll get to history first. Let's see, who do we got? Oh, let's see here. And we had one more here. Let me check this one. I'm just checking something out here, guys. Okay, let me check something here real quick. What time is it? We're on the East Coast here, DR. It's currently 6:16. Where are you from? If you can let us know. It's 6:16. Tina's in Jersey. I'm up here in upstate New York, southern tier of upstate New York. And whereabouts on this blue marble are you from? Oh, that's Tim. Tim. No, AM. Where are you from, DR? Seeing that you're asking, what part of this blue marble are you at? If you're asking PM or AM, you must be overseas. Oh, you're in Europe. What country in Europe? I've been to Europe. I spent quite a bit of time over in Europe. Um, Germany. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've been through Germany. I've been up to Germany. Germany, I was over there when the Berlin Wall came down a long time ago. I actually have a little chunk of it up in my attic somewhere. Some guys that were on I was stationed over in northern Italy at the time at Aviano. So I've been to Spain, I've been to England, I've been to Germany, I've been to Austria, Greece. Um, Stationed there in Italy. I love Italy. Italy is fantastic. Italy is the bomb. I love northern Italy. It's really nice. Yeah, that's back when I was in the service. I've been out longer than I've been in and stuff like that. So I'm real thankful that I was able to travel a little bit and see the world because I think you have to if you have a chance to travel. This is my take. You get to see and understand the world a lot better, and you appreciate more than what you have. We have people in this country, the United States, that really shit on it, which is their prerogative. But if they were to go overseas and see some other countries on how they live, because I was over in the Pacific side for a number of years there too, Japan, Korea, Philippines, and a few other places I can't really mention, but um, um, it really opens your eyes and appreciates what you have as far as that goes. And Tina says she traveled when she was younger. Yeah, Tina, you've been to Italy. I know you've been to Italy. You talked about that before. And I always see videos from America that doesn't, you know, well, that's a small. You'd be surprised, you know, the things, these videos and these news reports that show that Americans are dumb. You'd be surprised. I would take it with a. I wouldn't. I'd be a little cautious of that. We have some very smart people here, and stuff like that. You know, there's some Americans that live overseas that they think they know all there is. I know a few that they get out of touch of what America really is all about and stuff like that. So this is a great country. Um, there's a lot of things that we do over here they can't even do over in Europe because we have more freedoms. That's my take. Okay, you may be secured if you are secured. I don't know. I don't know because you're closer to that nutcase there in Russia. So who you know I don't know. I don't know. I never. He's part of the old Soviet Union. He was part of the KGB. He's a cutthroat. Look at his history. It's like I don't blame the Russian people for what's going on, and the war over there in Ukraine. But they need to come to a solution there, as far as that goes. So I know that Germany. Back when I was in the service, Germany was the main stomping ground where the so-called Soviet Union was going to roll over Poland and right into Germany to take Europe and stuff. And that was the bulk of the Allied NATO forces were right there. Yeah, he's an idiot. It just he has the power. I think if you were to talk to and get out there. And talk with the people of Russia, they probably say, "Get this nut out of here," because yeah, you could say that we've had some monsters, and he rates right up there probably. Anybody that indiscriminately bombs another country, no matter what that country is, and kills women and children, and then you could say maybe the Ukrainians are doing that too. I don't know. They're trying to pin this recent nightclub incident. Putin wants to because it gives him more justification, but it's just a bunch. It's probably people that are upset with Putin to say, hey, I don't know. We'll never know because that's a closed society. We don't know. I had a chance a long time ago, after I got married in '87, '88, to go to visit St. Petersburg and Moscow. Hey, Tony D, salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. And Tony D is in the house saying good morning.
Good morning, Tony.
There you go, Tony. Glad to have you here, Tony. You're at work, I take it, so you're going to be popping in and out. See, it's good. The missus says good morning. So we're going to do our history here. And Tina's saying good morning to Tony. And D, just to let you know, DR Captain, Tony D is a broadcaster on Twitch. He's a great guy. Follow him. Okay, he's a good guy. I saw this morning on my queue one of the alerts he was broadcasting his music last night and stuff. Tony has graciously invited me up on his broadcast, the Belt Kings Fantasy Football, as far as that goes. Uh-oh, what did we just have? Oh, DR, thank you. See, the alert works. It works. Look at that. I just activated these the other day. Thank you for the follow, DR. You're the first one. And then Leggy, good morning. It actually, I'm saying, what the hell is that? It works. I got the alerts. I was playing around. We got an ad break in 5 minutes, folks. Did you guys hear that? Did you hear that, DR Cap? You're the first one there, buddy. Thank you for the follow, DR. Thank you. Appreciate it. And Helen says good morning also. Yeah, good morning, Helen, from the missus. I'm just ecstatic that worked. I was playing around with that the other day, and as far as that goes. So, yeah. What we have there? Seems good. Yeah, it seems good. Let's see. Let's get to history. We got to get to history here. Let's see. Our history. Yeah, your voice just rose 3 octaves. I was excited, Helen. It's just like, it works. I did the test bit, so I got that set for, I guess there's alerts in the backstage portion of Twitch. So I figured out you had to copy the URL into OBS because I'm in OBS. So it's in one of my sources here for the scene that I'm playing off of here. So as far as that goes, and you did? Oh, you heard it, Tony? Okay, that's pretty good. I guess you can put it into Streamlabs. There's probably a way of putting it in Prism Live Studios, which I'm using, and I'll probably be using this weekend. Let's see. 76 years ago, after a mere 11 days after being released from prison, jazz singer Billie Holiday played in front of a sold-out crowd at Carnegie Hall, New York City. Holiday was supposed to have a hysterectomy when her married manager suggested a his or have hesitated. I'm sorry. When her manager suggested a comeback performance at the famous hall, unsure if the audience would accept her. Well, you know, Carnegie Hall. It was more of a, the situations back then. Um, Unsure if audience would accept her after the arrest, she gave in and agreed and appeared. 2,700 tickets were sold in advance, and I guess it was just she rocked the house. As far as that goes, Sun Records in Memphis, Tennessee, began releasing its first records back in 1952. Sun Records, that's a good label, right there. Yeah, the browser source, Helen. Yeah, yeah. I figured. I saw. Oh, okay. I saw the link down there. I said that's got to probably go in a browser source. So I looked at a couple of YouTubes and played around with it. What a life she had. Many. Yeah. Yeah. She is that a wealth of stories there. Great voice too. Um, U2 performed on the roof of the store in downtown LA. I remember this. This is back in 1987 to make the video Where the Streets Have No Names, attracting thousands of spectators and bringing traffic to a standstill. Police eventually stopped them because they didn't have a permit. they were just disrupting. But what an introduction to a great song, as far as that goes. In 2007, NFL owners voted to make instant replay a permanent officiating tool, and what a pain in the ass that has become as much. All right, gotta leave. Okay, thank you, DR Captain. Thank you for being here. You have a great day over there in Germany, and don't be a stranger. You're always welcome, and thank you again for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, they could have controlled the crowds. I remember that. Yeah, but they didn't really have. They just surprised everybody. They didn't tell anybody. Thanks, and we'll see you, DR. Tina says. Let's see. Have a great day, DR, over there. I think Germany's what? If Helen's over there in Edinburgh, that's 4 hours, soon to be 5. Is that an extra hour from in Germany? They're from Scotland, Helen, I think. Yeah, because I think they're in Italy. Italy is an extra hour more than the UK. So, yeah, Germany's an hour ahead of us. Okay, that's what I figured. Okay. Thank you, Helen. Let's see. On the AP side, on March 27th, 1973, The Godfather won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1973, but its star, Marlon Brando, refused to accept the Oscar for Best Actor, and it would become one of Oscar's most famous moments. Set in place, actor and activist Sachin Littlefeather, who spoke about about North American Native Americans in Hollywood, as far as that goes. So that became political, the first political. Ad breaks ends in 53 seconds. Let's see. What do we have for ads? Ooh, Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's is good. I like Jersey Mike's. We got an ad there. 1513, Spanish explorer Juan Ponce de Leon sighted present-day Florida, I guess, from the Atlantic Ocean. In 1625, Charles I ascended to the English throne upon the death of James I. And 1794, Congress approved an act to provide a naval armament of 6 armed ships. Is today the birthday of the Navy then? I don't know. Oh, here's a good one, because I've seen Seen the I never seen them in person. I always see pictures. I actually seen the trees, but I never seen the blossoms. It was 1912. First Lady Helen Taft and wife of the wife of the Japanese ambassador to the United States planted the first two of 3,000 cherry trees given the U.S. as a gift from the mayor of Tokyo, and they blossom. They're in blossom right now. I've seen it on TV. They had a story about this one. I guess they got to cut it down, and a couple others because they're redoing the water retention wall there, and they're going to take splices to grow trees. So it's not like they're going to replace the trees with newer trees. Those trees are pretty old. But that was what 2000. That's over 100 years old. But in 1945, during World War II, General Dwight D. Eisenhower told reporters in Paris that Germany defenses on the Western Front have broken because Russia back then broke through. Now, it's odd how Russia was our ally there. Now Germany's our staunch ally in Europe, and we're not. Russia is our adversary. They're not our enemy. They're our adversary. First Lady Helen thought you were talking about. Oh, yeah. You could be a first lady if you want. You just got to marry the right guy, right? Yeah, Helen Huron Taft. She was the wife of President Taft back there in 1912. Let's see, in 1968, Soviet cosmonaut Yeager, the first man to orbit the Earth in 1961. He died when his MiG-15 crashed during a routine training near Moscow. He was 34. Wow. That's something. And Tina's laughing. Same thing with Lady Lake. That's a good one. 1975, construction began on the transatlantic pipeline, Alaskan pipeline, which was completed 2 years later. And let's see. And that's about it for that. Let's go and bring up 100 years ago today. And I might take an. No, we've been. Oh, that's right. We started early. I'm looking at the clock at 6:30. Have we been? Okay, yeah, we've been on for 45 minutes. So I keep on forgetting I started early, as far as that goes. So let's go ahead and do 100. I know this is Tina's favorite. It's my favorite too. I've already seen it because this was on Monday, as far as that goes. And let's see. Let's bring this up. We got that 100 years ago. Share it, and let's get this set up right like that, and get the volume up. Okay, and here we go. 100 years ago, as of March 25th, which was Monday. Okay, and the one that's on tonight, I'll be showing Friday.
Welcome back. A man is arrested after sending saws to inmate at the jail. Broome County historian Roger Luther has the news that made headlines in Broome County 100 years ago today, brought to you by Broome County Recycles.
100 years ago today, the Binghamton Police Department announced this morning that 4 motorcycle officers are being put on the streets to watch for the annual crop of spring automobile speeders. A man narrowly escaped injury today when a team of horses he was driving became frightened and ran down Washington Street. The horses barely missed several automobiles and finally crashed into a telephone pole at Susquehanna Street. The sidewalk leading from Court Street to the courthouse is being widened to make room for the new statue of Daniel S. Dickinson to be unveiled in May. And finally, a Water Street man was arrested this afternoon, charged with sending saws to prisoners being held in the Broome County Jail. 2 hacksaws were found concealed in the false bottom of a pound of chocolates. And that was the news 100 years ago.
A box of chocolates. Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so... Oh, that is so. Oh my God. I thought you like that. That's the best one. I think the one where what is it? The horses. What's with the horses on the street? They're always crashing into things. We had one last week, I think, but that's got to be the best one yet. 2 hacksaws are found in a concealed false bottom of a pound of chocolate. Oh my God, that is unreal. That was the big news. That was, well, you look at the news we had yesterday. It's pretty, 2 hacksaws and a pound of chocolate. We'll take that any day compared to what happened yesterday. But that gives you the balance. The news, we look back, just unreal as far as that goes. Again, the gentleman, that was from Fox 40 News, which is a local radio station or local TV station in Vestal, New York. I have no affiliation with it. I watch this on this TV right here just after dinner, and it's a great segment. It's on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays on Fox 40, WICZ.com, to give them a thing. It's a great channel. I like it. It's a local station, TV station, and they're pretty good. Let's see. We've been on for about 50 minutes, so I'm going to take an early break. It's only 6:30. Wow, we might get a 2-hour broadcast in here, as far as that goes. So let's see. We want this one right here, and we will be right back, folks. fresh cup of coffee, hot cup of coffee here as we approach our 1 hour. Oh, it's still 7 minutes away. I just waking up early, I guess. What did I do last? I slept through the main episode of Oak Island last night, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it, I guess. Oh, you know what came on last night? I forgot. That's on after that. And I definitely gonna watch it. Shogun. Shogun dropped last night. I think it might be the fifth episode. Oh, that coffee's tasting good. Cup of Joe Day. Did you hear that, Helen and Tony? Today is Cup of Joe Day. The national day is Cup of... no, not kidding. It's Cup of Joe Day. So Tina's already said Cup of Joe. A note there to inform him. I have one right now. Yeah, whoops, Caps. Oh, no problem, lady. Yeah, Helen, it's Cup of... our Cup of Joe that lives out... He was down in Florida. He moved to... did you know Cup of Joe? You must know Cup of Joe. He was on Haps and stuff. You know. But it's his day today. Cheers. Yeah, cheers to you. Cheers, everybody. Tina. Coffee's tasting good. And what is it? When it was broadcast... same to you, Tina. Broadcasting yesterday when I was doing the PUBG... PC Battlegrounds, Lore, who's the people that are watching on the replay on Rumble and YouTube, got my coffee as well. Okay, Tony, so we all got a coffee. Hey, this is definitely a coffee show. Everybody's saying they got their coffee. Thank you. Lore is from Norway. For those folks, he's a viewer here of this broadcast, and he's the one that tuned me into Jim Figerty. His real name is Lem. He's over there in Ireland. And what Laura told me yesterday, and Tina, Helen, and Tony, you might be interested to know that Jim Figerty might be having a visit from Walt, because they live fairly close together over there in England, or in back up Scotland. It's all part of... No, well, Ireland is its own country. Northern Ireland's part of the UK, so I'm getting all disemboggled here with the geography. Jim Figerty lives in Ireland, and so does Walt Hollick. And I guess Laura indicated that he may be getting a visit from Walt here this week sometime. And let's see, is he on right now? Yeah, Jim Figerty's on right now. So... and he might be going live. So, Ireland, yeah, there we go. He'll have a long swim if he's visiting. That indeed, yes, Helen. Scotland or Ireland. But Laura sort of passed that on as a heads up that he's going to get a visit. I wonder if he has a. Let's check. I'm going to just peek in on Jim. On Lem. His Twitch handle is Jim Figerty, but his real name is Lem. Nope, he's sitting there. Nope, he's doing his regular show. He's doing his regular broadcast, so... so I found that interesting. I'm going to probably pop in there after this broadcast. Yeah, Lem. Liam. Exactly. Thank you, Tina. Yeah. Helen is funny. Yeah, Helen, she comes off real quick on him. Liam. Yeah, okay. Like Liam. Yeah, okay. I stand corrected. That's what I love. For the people watching the replay, I have some very smart, intelligent individuals in the chat, and they keep me on point, and I appreciate that. Liam. Just like Liam Neeson, who's a great actor. I like him. He has Liam Neeson. We just watched a movie, the missus and I, that he's in. It's on Netflix movie, Made in Italy. I thought it was a good one. It's a good soft comedy, but really it's a little bit serious too. I think it was well made. It's not your action pack where he's rescuing his family. Haha, when I told you that before, rehab called him a Karen. Called who a Karen? Oh, Liam? Did Captain Rehab do that? I don't remember that. I don't recall that. From New Jersey, it's I am not I am not called him a Karen. I tell you, I there's a broadcaster that's a Karen that I don't watch anymore. That's what I call the individual. Who? Liam? Liam Neeson? Or Liam over in Ireland? Me. When I told you how to pronounce Liam properly, Captain called me. Oh, screw that. That's just consider the source, and that's Captain Rehab. Big deal. Don't. I won't even give that. Don't even give it any oxygen. You know, it's just like he's a funny guy, but sometimes he crosses that line a little bit too. We don't. It goes back to the Haps days, as far as that goes. So. I think generally he's an okay guy, but he has some faults compared to some other people that are on here, Helen. And there's one big, huge Karen that I don't associate with anymore. You're gonna get me going here. Let's don't go in that direction. I know what you're talking about, Helen, as far as that goes. So yeah, let's. You know exactly what I'm talking about. We've known each other too long, guys. The people in the chat here, I love it. And I really appreciate it too. Really. We've had some good. I really cherish our time and our just the time we're going to have in the future here and stuff like that. Because I get to enjoy this a lot more than when I was working. I love doing this early in the morning, but I can do it a little bit more. I enjoy it a little bit more. I'm on a little longer and stuff like that. So it's good. And drink more coffee. Yeah, exactly, Tim. Drink more coffee. Exactly. Well, actually, no. I'm probably drinking less coffee because I used to drink a lot of coffee when I was at the day job. I'd have a couple cups here, but as soon as I'm into the day job, I sit at my desk to see what's going on and get the day started here on the various projects that we had to do. I'd have like 2 cups right there at the desk, checking the overnight status on things and my emails and what's coming down the pike and stuff like that, especially from management. Management, they were quick. You want to do this, Rich? Let's do this. Got you covered. We'll have it done this afternoon. And they say, oh, sounds great. And I'd have it done before lunch. I do a Scotty on them from Star Trek. Yeah, you're not under so much pressure. Work limit, fun time. Yeah, I wasn't. I could tell you. I don't think I was the jobs I've had. The one I can talk about working at IBM. No pressure there. I had fun there. The day job here, the last 17 years, there was no real pressure. I think my real job was my career in the United States Air Force. There was some pressure there. There were some moments, and Tony can relate to those as far as what goes on when you have certain missions that are going on. You have to support those missions and stuff. I think I felt more pressure sometimes in the when I served in the United States Air Force years ago. There still are. Yeah, I can imagine, Tony, you're more so. I get the cross feeds as far as what's going on. So Tony, I know exactly what you're talking about. Not having enough hours in a day feels like. Yeah, that's true too, Helen. Yeah, sometimes there are days like that. Tony's laughing. I know exactly what you're talking about, my friend. My brother, veteran. These motherfuckers. I almost said it. Almost. Yeah, but you still get the job done though. That's the thing about the military. You piss and moan and complain about it, but the mission still has to go forward, and you get it done as much as you can, and hopefully as successful as you can as well. So that's always good. I have moments every day. I can imagine, Tim. Yep. even in contractors, I associated and worked alongside many a contractor back um, at the day job, quite a few. That's where I got my experience. And they seem like more. They said, "Which? How come you're not? You guys have got to do the work. I'm not under. I don't have any deadlines and stuff. I had very few deadlines because I got everything done. I have moments every day. Tim's fans for us, yeah, and as a contractor, you do. They want the job done today, as far as that goes. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Exactly, Tony. And as far as that goes, so I tried to facilitate as much as I could when I was on certain projects that we're doing at the day job and with the contractors to give them some leeway. There's some things they wanted to do, and I just told them, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. That's a higher authority than me to say, yeah, you could do that. I said, I could not. So as far as that goes, so everything had to be approved and all that and stuff like that. So I didn't feel it was always somebody else's decision and stuff like that. I had a realm of responsibility, but I kept a tight ship, and that was because of how I worked in the United States Air Force as a fire protection specialist. I got up in that level of crew chief, station captain, and then fill-in assistant chief and stuff like that. You had to know what you were doing and stuff. We dealt with. I mean, at one time for a whole year, I had to fill in as an assistant chief at McConnell Air Force Base, and I had 35 guys I was responsible for. Freaking 10, 15 of them were civilian federal firefighters, and the rest were military, and there was a lot of juggling around, and well, we got it done. It's just we worked as a team, and that's the whole key. And that's one of the things I guess I could say I missed from the day job, that a lot of things working as a team like I did in the Air Force. When I was working at IBM for 9 years, it wasn't that. I was my own person. I was a tester. I worked an electrical tester, testing raw boards and stuff which was funner than shit. I loved it, especially when the engineers would come down and stuff like that. That was an education in itself, man. It's just really understand the manufacturing flow working at IBM there in Endicott. Let's see. We're in our second hour here. What do I got on the docket here? Let's see. We got that one. We had a story about bears. I do have a fire story, but we talked about the black bear coming out, and this guy that penned this particular article on WNBF. His name is Don Morgan. I talked about him yesterday. The party that we were at, the birthday party that we were at Saturday. Don Morgan is the one that wrote this, and it's posted over there on WNBF. Let me bring up the page here. And he is a radio DJ. I've known him back in the day when I was dating the missus here in Tioga County, and when I was stationed up at Griffiths, Upstate. I used to come down here. I met her. I told that story. I met her a year before we started dating because I was scared. I said, she's too. I'm not. I don't measure up, I guess. Let's see where we got to go here. Present, and we got an ad break in 3 minutes. I don't know if I'm going to get this done in 3 minutes. So let me get it set up, and we'll. It'll take me 3 minutes just to get it set up at this rate. Let's see. That's 100 years ago. We want. When are bears the most dangerous here in New York State? Let's push it. Let's see, did it come up? Yeah, there it is. There's a black bear. Get in the garbage. You put it in a container. They can zip right through those plastic bags. We got 2 minutes. I think we can get this article. And this is from Don Morgan. He's a good guy. I never met him personally. Let's see. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica. Sorry, it's a line from the NBC The Office episode. Let's see. Helen says, I just opened a tab on the computer to look for something and I completely forgot what I was doing. FFS for fudge size sense. It'll come back to you, Helen. Um, so, have you ever heard of the encounter? Have you ever heard of an encounter of a bear? I've heard quite a few of them. We've had actually many years, more than 10 years. We had black bears, a black bear back here with its cubs running across our backyard. So they're in the area, okay? Um, Many people have. Don Morgan says, I have not, and I'm fine with that. Did you know that this is the time of year that black bears begin to emerge from hibernation? Yeah, they do. I hate that, though. Brian let me down. Oh, okay. Um, Brian from Houston, Texas? Texas, Brian? Bears are usually will begin hibernating anywhere from mid to late fall and emerge in March and April. And it's noted that if bears continuously find sufficient food, they may not hibernate at all. So, Brian, not Brian. Oh, okay. I hate the thought, Brian. I hate the thought. Brian let me down. Brian, not Brian. Okay, that's okay. It's a different Brian. Okay. And as let's see, Tim, Helen, oh my, Brian, okay. Where was I? I'm getting sidetracked here, guys. It's okay. We're just talking about the black bears. We got 32 seconds here. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of this. Bears are usually, like I said, they hibernate, but if they don't have enough food, they're going to be, they will not hibernate. And bears just come out of hibernation. They are hungry and honorary. That means they're upset. They may have new cubs in tow since breeding season is usually in mid-January and mid-February. So they will be protective. The mother, you do not want to get in the front of a mother bear at all. You're taking your life in hand. If you have bears near home, they will search for anything. And see ya. They'll go out on the bird feeders. We have a bird feeder here, and I'm just waiting for a bear to chomp on that. But there's a big field out here. They don't like going out in the open and stuff. Let's see. Do we have a? I don't know. I think we have an ad going. Get this on Stream Manager. Yeah, we got an ad going, I guess. Or do we? No, that wasn't the missus. That was somebody else, Helen. That was a family member. The missus is still here.
Yeah, still here too bad.
Okay. Uh, so we still have an ad. We got a minute. I'm gonna wait for the ad. I should have I should have pre-read this as far as we'll get back to the bear story here after the ads. Gives me a chance to check something here. Yep, we got ads right there, so. Ads will end in 30 seconds. We're waiting. We're talking about bears. Bears that come out of hibernation. You don't want to, and we'll continue with the story here. They're very protective. And we'll talk about how if you have bears near your home, we'll continue here after the ad. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. We are back. We stopped the bear story here. Of course, you guys are sidetracking me anyway, which is fine. It's all good. But if you have bears near your home, which I do, I haven't seen them in years, but these guys right here, they're in the area. We have them here. We're back. Okay. We do have bears in our areas. And check out the fate of the bird feeder. Okay, they show a face. We'll show that. Let's see. Can I get to that? I can bring this up. I don't want to do a YouTube video on because it might contain music and I'll get a strike. Let's see. What am I looking at? Here we go. Okay, this is a where is it? Is it right here? Okay, this is a this is from the New York State Department of Environment. That's a bear getting a bird feeder. I have a bird feeder out, and that's what the bears look like. That's the average black bear is between 4.5 to 5 feet long, and on all 4 paws is 2 to 3 feet higher up on the shoulders. Right there. Look at that. I would not. He's just going after the seeds. When they stand upright, a black bear can be as tall as 7 feet and weigh as much as 200 to 600 pounds. And that scared the bear. They can be skittish, but it's after the seeds. So, you don't want to tangle with one of these guys. If you live in an area where black bears can be found, the New York State DEC recommends to keep the following tips. Never feed or approach bears. That's a big no-no. Don't try and take a selfie with a bear, for God's sake. You got to secure your garbage, which we do, but they could still open up some of these plastic garbage cans. I love watching nature. Yeah, that's nature up close and personal when it comes to your bird feeder there. I would say you probably have black bears down your way in New Jersey, don't you, Tina? I think the black bears, they roam down that way as well. Remove bird feeders and when bears are active, we could do that. Never leave pet food outdoors. Yeah, okay, so Tina, you know what I'm talking about. Clean and store grills, because they start smelling that barbecue. They're going to come ripping that just a lick at the grill. And alert neighbors of bears in the area. Here are some more important things that I need to do as far as knowing I have bears. I don't think there's any bears over in Scotland. Are there, Helen? Oh, mostly deer you have down in Jersey. Okay. Sorry, Jack. Let's see what to do and how to behave if you see a bear, how to keep bears. Keep your dog, keep the dog away from the bear. The bear will just kill him. How to hike, camp, and fish in bear country, because they're out and about. You know, people. So black bears are not afraid of wandering through your property, and they're not. They'll go where they want. They'll look for everything for food. They're looking everywhere for food, and that's usually the case there. So Don Morgan penning this as far as wild bears are extinct in Scotland. Oh, okay, they are. Okay, yeah, we have quite a few of them here. They're not as much as the deer. You know, like Tina said, deers are. Let's see, only seen them in zoos and safari parks. Okay, so you're safe. So whenever you come to the United States, or you're going to walk along the Appalachian Trail, this is what you got to worry about, Helen, okay? We have deer, of course. Yeah, deer. Yeah. So there we have it as far as that goes. Let me squash that one. What did I see? I saw something here. And where is it? Okay, here it is. I want to bring this up. You may have heard that the Mega Millions was $1.1 million or $1.1 billion. I know you probably heard about it, Tina. But there was one lucky winner last night, as far as that goes. This just came up here. This story is only how old is this story? This just came up on the this came up just a few moments ago this morning, just before coming up online. Let me go ahead and present this. This is big news because let's see. We had one lucky winner of the Mega Millions, the 1.13 billion. One winner won that, so that's pretty. You'd figure that much and that many people playing because. Hang on for a minute. Let me just see if I. Okay, there it is. Because I had my tickets. I had my tickets right here for Mega Millions, see? Mega Millions. That was from last night, so I don't think I won. It's an incredible stroke of luck. A winner has been drawn for the staggering 1.13 billion Mega Million jackpot. The winning number was a historical Mega Million drawing. Let's see, the numbers were 7. That doesn't have a 7. None of my tickets have a 7, so I already lost. The next number was 11. I didn't have any 11s. Next one was 22. I had a 21, a 23 on either side, a 29. Did I have a 29? Not even a 29. And a 38. I didn't have a 38. And the mega number was number 4. Which I had 11, 19, and 13. So my tickets are garbage. I didn't win. Tina's saying lots of laugh. Let's see. The enormous 1.13 billion jackpot is the second largest prize in Mega Million history and the third largest in the United States. Let's see if they say here we go, Tina. The winning ticket was reportedly sold in New Jersey. While the identity of the lucky winner remains unknown at this time, they have up to 1 year to come forward and claim the incredible prize. Once claimed, they choose between the full 1.13 million jackpot as an annuity spread over 30 years or the lump sum. If you take the lump sum, that's a good 1.13 billion. If you take the lump sum, it's 739.6 million. Oh my God, they need it to live here. Yeah, okay. But the one winner came from New Jersey, so the Northeast. Usually they're all out west, central and northwest United States. So for most Americans, the chance to win such a massive sum of money is simply life-altering, and it is. This is going to change the person's life. Dreams of living a life of luxury, paying off debt, securing a comfortable retirement. I got a comfortable retirement, so I'm good on that aspect. Or impact their community can now become a reality. Imagine what you could do with that in your community. Although the odds of winning the Mega Million jackpot are incredibly slim, roughly 1 in 302 million, and I'm one of those examples. Let me get there it is. Mega Millions. Didn't work for me. It's garbage. I love this spur of the moment content that we have here. But the odds are 1 in 102 chances. The possibility of becoming an instant billionaire continues to captivate those, hopefully, to beat the odds, the overwhelming odds. And what it is, it's a ticket and a dream for a couple hours. I bought my ticket Sunday, so I kept on thinking what I could do with it. I only buy one when it's up like over 800 million now. I don't peddle with the small stuff. But the missus says maybe once in a while you should, because to win $1 million would be cool. So that just came up on the news feed here on WNBF, which I have no affiliation with, and as far as that goes, and but they told us at least where the winner was at. That's pretty cool. That's cool stuff. So what else just came up? That's just one story. Let me go back home here and see what else what came up. Go back home. Let's see. Oh, there's an ex-Syracuse player allegedly drug run for music mogul. Was that P. Diddy? I'm not going to bring this one up. Who is this? Yeah, Sean Diddy Combs, alleged drug mule. The 25-year-old was apprehended by federal agents at Miami Executive Airport while attempting to board a private jet. The feds authorities working in collaboration with Homeland Security and Border Patrol discovered suspected drugs, including cocaine and marijuana edibles, in his possession. Before this development, Paul had a stint as a walk-on player of Syracuse basketball. Oh, as a Syracuse basketball team. Okay. Before transferring. So this was a Syracuse basketball, a college player that used to run drugs for P. Diddy, Diddy Combs. So Diddy Combs is in trouble then, huh? Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? There was a reported fire here. I'm trying to bring this one up here on Channel 12 News. So hang on for a minute. We got another video here I want to present. Let's see. No, I don't want that. I don't want OBS. I want guest stars. There we go. Okay, let's see. Does that all go all the way to the... Yeah, it does go back to the beginning. Okay. Let's see. Let me go to capture. Channel 12. There's a local... Channel 12 is the CBS local TV station here. There was a reported fire. This came out the 26th, which was yesterday. Last night it actually came out, so let's see what this is all about. Let's see. I want to show this. And let's see. Boom, 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 boom. What happened to it? Oh, I gotta present. Okay, there it is. Okay, share. Boom. Present. And there it is. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what this has to say. Stand by.
As for 12 News at 11, I'm Jill Perchi. We start in Broome County. Tonight around 8:30, crews responded to a garage fire you see behind me at 55 Pagebrook Road. Here's some of that footage of the scene there along Pagebrook Road, thanks to our 12 News crew. And according to Whitney Point Fire Chief Nick Scully, the structure is deemed a total loss. The chief also says crews showed up to a fully involved structure fire and that no injuries were involved and no other buildings with the property were affected. Lyle, Shenango, Maine, and more crews responded, and when 12 News left, smoke could still be seen and a bulldozer took debris off the property. Stay with 12 News for any update. Organizers.
So there was a fire last night, and the big main takeaway from that is that nobody was hurt. I love hearing that. I love hearing that, and it's under investigation. So, you all right?
Yeah, just dumping stuff
Oh, okay. The missus is she's cleaning. Um, I gotta go. Have a superb rest of your day. Okay, you too, Helen. Thank you for coming in. I always appreciate you being here. Thank you, Helen. Leggy Lady 01. We she's busy. She's got things to do. She's gonna be and we got to talk about her stuff.
Because women always have things to do.
Yeah, there we go, Helen. That's from the missus. Women always have things to do. That's from the missus to you, Helen. And see you, Helen. Have a great day also over there in Edinburgh, Scotland, as far as that goes. So no injuries were involved and no properties were affected. So that's good. So it was a garage fire, I guess. Cheerio. It was a garage fire, so they're just going to have to rebuild the garage, I guess, as far as that goes. And so I like talking. I like checking out the fires. I'm a firefighter, so I can present it here, which is cool. Let's see, what else do we got on the docket? Do we have anything? Oh, did you hear this one? Did you hear anything about the thieves targeting a Owego dog park on visitors? No, that just came up here. Bob Joseph. I don't really care for Bob Joseph. He's
Local news does not make the news, though.
well. This is off of WNBF and the Whale on their news pages, as far as that goes. So let's see what else we have on here. And I do believe we just animal shelter looking for assistance in last state budget. There's the fire. Let's see, on the Doppler radar, I'm looking on channel 12. The radar shows rain way on the other side of Broome County, so it's not with us as far as that goes. So I think that's about it, I guess. Let me see. Let me check a couple other places here. We got let's see. Anything on, yeah, we got the Mega Millions. I think that's going to be the hot item here as far as that the winner for that. The winner came out of New Jersey.
Yeah, I heard that.
Okay, you heard that?
Yeah.
Let's see, features, Binghamton weather, NMP, listen. Newsletter, anything on the newsletter that we can talk about? No, nothing there. Let's see. Let's go to channel 34. I'm digging deep now, folks. I'm going down to the. I'm going into the bullpen here. Let's see. Chances showers. Okay, we know that. New day in AI. Let's see what they have for articles. Anything? Of course, they're still talking about the eclipse that's coming up here. I'm still looking at what I'm going to do on that day, and there's nothing there on. Let's see. Channel 34, which is the ABC side, Hero Scramble. Okay, that's the bridge incident. We already talked about that. And no, I think we're we're tapped out on the news here as far as that goes. So let me go ahead and back out. Let me just check news channel. Oh, here's one. We got another scam alert. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Let's go ahead and bring this one up. Excuse me for a minute. My throat's a little groggy this morning. Newest scams involves calling pretending to be banks. Ooh, this should be interesting. I'm always up on the scams. I get that alert, and we're going back to channel Fox 40 for this one. Did this one just come up? When did this come up? March 26th. Oh, yesterday. Okay. I saw this one yesterday. Okay. Let's see. Scam alert. And let's go ahead and present it. And this is I don't pick up phone calls. So I've got a list of, I've got probably 30, in the last 3 months, I've got a list of 30 numbers, 35 numbers, and I know where they're at, or where the phone number goes at. You can trace it. And me either. Yeah, I don't pick up the phone. I know we talked about this before, Tina, but this is the newest scam caller. So let's go ahead and watch this.
A scam involving banks is impacting residents here in Broome County. The Broome County Sheriff's Office says the scam involves the caller pretending to be a bank, claiming there has been fraudulent activity with the person's account. They will ask for your account numbers and PINs. Once received, money is transferred out of the account. The office is reminding everyone to not give out personal information over the phone, and if they receive such a call, inform the office. A scam involving banks.
So you get a phone call. Well, Tina, you don't answer them. I don't answer them. The bank, they can mail you, right? I get. They never call us. They either.
They'd be identified.
What's that?
They would be identified.
Yeah, our banks would be identified. The banks that we associate, credit union banks that we associate with, they would be identified on our phone and stuff like that. So we get a call from a credit, they get the thing that comes over the thing. And but I have a list of, and the thing is, we don't answer it, and it keeps quiet for a long while, and then it'll be, my number might recycle. This is the home phone. I don't get, actually, to be honest with you, I don't get any, this is my cell phone, I don't get any calls on this. My other phone I did, but since I went over to this phone, I don't get any, and it's primarily because I don't give this phone number out. I think it's I seen a pattern when we go out to the stores, and was it Kohl's or Target? I haven't been to a Target. When was the last time I went to a Target? I think it's been a year since I've been to a Target, as far as that goes. Have you been to Target lately? No. Okay. Well, it's been quite a while, but I know when we used to go to those stores years back, we'd give our phone number or something, or even our email. All of a sudden, I get a pile of junk email, as far as that goes. Tina says, actually, as of Friday, I'm getting home phone. I'm getting home phone out, and cable TV. They keep raising. Oh, okay, yeah, they do raise prices and stuff like that. What's the solution to that? You don't have anything that is less expensive? We have an alternative. I'm thinking about going to it, because once I heard the price, and it's actually faster speeds. Using my cell phone only. Yeah. That's becoming the norm now. Everybody's on a cell phone. I like having a desktop here myself, and but these scams, it's all about the scamming and stuff. I think one I had to block because I had it popped up 3 times, 3 different numbers, same message though. They were trying to pretend they were AARP. I'm not even a member of AARP. I hear Amazon Prime has free streaming. Yeah, you just check it out, Tina, and use apps to watch TV. It's free. Yeah, because you're paying for your phone service anyway. So I still have a home phone tied to Spectrum. I use Spectrum, and Spectrum's pretty good. We can still afford it somewhat. The missus is saying, let's get rid of this and go to the other one. But I'm one of those persons, if it's ain't broke, don't fix it. And right now it's not broke. I think with the amount of use that we have, sometimes I wonder why we have a home phone, but then again, I look at it.
Nostalgia.
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 Or else we get all the scam phone calls on our cell phone.
Yeah.
Cause our cell phone we use. Oh, it costs you 200. Yeah, it's that expensive. I know what you're talking about, Helen or Tina. I'm on track phone. Me too. I don't answer it. Yeah, I use a track phone. I'm not on a monthly service, Tim. So my track phone, I pay it a yearly service charge, and I use it most of the time. My track phone's on Wi-Fi when I'm at the house. I use that particular phone when I'm out and about. That's for family only, and I use it on Wi-Fi, and if want to watch movies that are in a theater, Uflex HQ. Not sure what you meant by that, but yeah, you can watch some movies on your Netflix. Maybe that's Netflix. Let's see, F. That's never. I'm trying to decipher. But I have a track phone. I've had a track phone for well over 25, close to 30, 25 years, and I love it. It's very easy. Netflix, okay, yeah, and you can watch Netflix. Yeah, I've watched some Netflix on the computer. You have that option to do it on the phone. I usually like the big screen when it's available like that, or else out. These are little screens compared to what I saw at BJ's last week. There was this 80 freaking inches of TV screen. TV real estate is like huge. It was 4K. It was pretty pricey. It was up around $2,000 as far as that goes, which compared to years back, and 80 inches, that's the whole freaking wall here. But yeah, scams are out there. We got to be aware of it, and I'm aware of it. And I think that with all the phone calls that we've gotten over the last several months, I think like 30 of them, like I said, it's up to about 30, 35. And I keep it goes back to my Air Force, Dave. You keep a journal on everything. I keep when they called and whatnot, information concerning that. And I see there's a couple repeats. And you can see the pattern. But right now, knock on wood, watch. I'll get like 2 or 3 today. But the last couple of weeks we have not gotten any because we don't pick up our phone. They can call all they want, but we're not gonna answer that phone unless we recognize. And it goes to the answering machine. And when we get a message, they don't want to leave a message. The missus, she says they probably call a block of like 50 to 100 people. And they see who answers, and that's what they focus on. So I don't answer, so they go away. So they keep on seeing that this person's not answering. It goes to an answering machine. We can't garnish any information. The only information they're gonna get is they know that phone number goes to an answering machine. I'm not gonna answer unless you leave a message. And then based on the message being left, now there has been some phone numbers that come across because of the volunteer work the missus has been doing. She lets me know beforehand, so I just let it. It'll go to the answer machine and they'll answer it, but she'll say, "Is it this number?" And I say, "Yeah, well, we'll pick it up," as far as that goes, and whatnot. So you have to be aware of these scams. So this one, if a banker calls me and stuff and says, "Ad break ends in a minute." Oh, we're in an ad break. We're in an ad break. Okay. We'll stand by because let's see, who do we have here? Didn't realize we're standing by on the ads. Standing by for ads. We're standing by for the ads. Okay, I guess the ads are over with. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and yeah, we're back. Okay, I just got this set up while the ads here and stuff. I paused at the ads, Tina, so that's going to be a norm. Let's go ahead and check in on our good friend Hal over there on. Let's see, there's Hal. Let's see if I can bring him up big screen.
I love this story because you know how people, especially at work, sometimes will get into these prank wars. Doing little pranks on each other. This one went to the.
Why don't you all listen to Hal? I'll be right back. I'm going to get a fresh coffee here. Be right back.
Reference that we were talking about earlier. To never mind. Turning up to 11.
Yeah.
What's the movie?
Oh,
We were just talking about it.
I don't remember either.
Anyway,
Spinal Tap, isn't it?
Contagious.
I know. I'm
The
sorry.
more you forget, the more I forget.
Spinal Tap, isn't it?
Spinal Tap, thank you.
Thank you. It's like a game show around here when we're hosting this thing. Ding, ding, ding. Hal win. Give him a Jester's gift certificate. By the way, those Jester's gift certificates we're giving away today, $40 certificates. They're celebrating their 40th anniversary. So coming up, you're going to have a chance to win that with Steph's Fox flashback here in a minute when we get our crap.
And I never saw the movie.
Have you ever pulled an elaborate prank on somebody? Something that was just way out there?
No, I never thought I was creative enough.
Covington, Kentucky is just across the border from Cincinnati. And if you drive through town right now, it's hard to miss this new billboard that just went up.
Here you go, Jason. This is for you.
Like a Kraft mac and cheese ad at first, but it's just a photo of a guy eating mac and cheese, kind of messily. Is that a word?
You just made it one.
And the sign says, "This man consumes over 20 gallons of liquid cheese in a year." And they've got the photo of the guy there eating it.
Wolvenar does not have a holiday. Working 6 hours Friday and 10 on Monday. Well, I guess it isn't a holiday for you. Have you ever had it as a holiday, ever?
The money for it. The man on the sign is a guy named Jake.
And by the way, what kind of work are you doing?
He works with a guy named Jonathan Pittman, who recently snapped this picture of him eating the mac and cheese at work. Jake showed up to his job last Monday to find Jonathan, had handed out T-shirts with the same photo on them. So he not only did the billboard, Jake didn't know about the billboard till his sister-in-law, or actually it was his sister, saw it and called him that night.
Yeah.
So he just thought it was just the shirts, and then finds out there's a billboard to boot. Jonathan rented the billboard for a month, so it's going to be up for another 3 weeks. And according to the sign company, a month at that location costs over $1,200.
I was going to say, it can't be cheap. to advertise
Outpatient
on a
mental
billboard.
health center. Well, of course, they're necessary. Of course, you're not going to take time off.
To the nth degree.
What does he do for a living?
Question.
Say where they work.
That being the case, did you have to take time off, or were you able to take any time off during the pandemic?
Worthy of a radio
Because that was the time when only the necessary people were working. The essential people were working, and that includes healthcare professionals everywhere.
Yes.
You will get Memorial Day off, as will I. That will be the next day that I get off that is not a weekend. I have very few days off with doing this and no vacations, but the next day off, that's during the week, is Memorial Day, so hey, we'll meet you, we'll go fishing or something. Yeah, you did work, skeletal work during the pandemic. Yep.
She found out she was pregnant.
Oh, no.
Holy
Oops.
Moses. Yeah, it got ugly. We ended it early, as I recall. 7:34.
The Foxhole Morning Show. Johnny Burke and Steph on the way.
Your chance at a $40 Jester's gift certificate in honor of their 40th anniversary with Steph's Fox flashback. That's coming up next. Somebody give me some drugs.
This hour of service of Way to Be Medical Weight Loss. Did you know that weight loss injections help suppresses one's appetite and controls hunger and cravings? Call Way to Be Medical Weight Loss in Grand Blanc, 810-866-4567, or visit waytobe.com.
Well, have you called my friend?
Yeah, okay, we're going to get to the traffic in a second here. We're going to talk about big money. Big money, because we did have one winner last night of that 1.1.
Okay, he's I told him to do Twitch on Wednesdays and Fridays. Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and Let's see, Simon. He's talking about we already talked about. We already know about the jackpot. But there's Hal Massa. I'm glad I had the mic off. Tim Android. Oh, why can't talk, Tina? Let's see. Going back, is Hal on Twitch? No, he's on X. Tim, yeah. We can't. You can't comment, Tim, on from Android. Yeah, Tim Android. And okay, I have Android. Yeah, you can't. I'm on the desktop. I can. If I let's see. Let me minimize them here. You can see my desktop. If you're on the desktop, you can see the comments off to the right here. Okay, right to the right of him. These comments right here. I could go ahead and type. I'm not going to say anything because I just want to. I'm just staying in the background here. So, but these are the comments here. Then this is coming in. So if you have an Android, you can go ahead and if you can go onto a desktop. I wonder if this would work on a browser. No, because you can't go on Twitter or X Live if you have the app. You can't use the browser. So you got to use the desktop to comment if you're an Android user. So so you can comment in a sense. When I was getting the coffee, okay, Hal, you have a great day, sir. What is it? I'm glad I had the mic off because you would have heard a loud yell. I had an accident in the kitchen, and the missus is joining us. I think I was in. What's that?
The missus startled him.
Yeah, she startled me. She was giving the cats a little milk. Calvin or not Calvin. Murdoch. Bug and well, Jack already had his milk, and I was pouring my coffee, and I was backing up. She yelled, "Watch out!" And I thought I was going to step on a cat. Well, I dumped my coffee.
He threw his coffee in the air.
It went up in the air, and it splattered on the floor of the kitchen. So she just got done mopping. I cleaned it up, but she mopped the floor and stuff like that. So you would have heard a loud yell. So, but while we're checking in on, you know what I'm going to try and do? I'm going to try something here. Let me see. I'm going to see if we can get our good friend Joe. I'm going to invite Joe here. We're at what? We're at an hour and 51 minutes. Let's see. I'm not alone, Tim. Thanks. Oh, I can't. No desktop. Yeah. That's the thing, Tina. Yeah. Me either. Yeah. That's funny stuff. Okay. I sent it. We're gonna sit here for a little bit and see if Cup of Joe comes up. I just thought about that when. Actually, just before the missus yelled, I said, "You know what? Maybe we should just send Joe an invitation, see if he'll come up. We can talk to him." And as far as that goes, and we'll see if he comes up. Lucky didn't drop. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, I didn't want to drop this. I've had this cup for years. I would be crying, Tina. I would be wouldn't I? You know how I like my coffee cups. I got a mess load of coffee cups. Yeah, we'll just I'll get we're coming up on 2 hours, so we'll see if he we'll stand by for about 10 minutes and see if God, it's still before 8. Usually I'm done, and I gotta change my sweatpants too. They got a little coffee on them too. But those things happen. But Hal seems like he's on X there. I know he had problems, Tina, before with Twitch, but I think he might be better off just staying on. You know, at least maybe do X, but get rid of Instagram because there's nobody on Instagram. Does he do X or TikTok? Is he on TikTok? I guess he probably gets a lot of people on TikTok. So, but I've been on. He doesn't listen. Yeah, I can understand that. He's older than me, and I can understand that. I found out the other day that I've been on Twitch for 14 years. I didn't realize that. I've been broadcasting pretty steadily since HAPS. But my account on Twitch, I guess I got it right after. It used to be Justin TV, and then they switched over. I used to be a member of Justin TV, and I thought that was neat. And back then, 14 years ago, I was using Ustream when I would broadcast. When I just get online and talk, and then what came out? Google Plus. Remember Google Plus? Yeah, I've been on Twitch for 14 years now. There's as far as that goes, and I didn't realize. And I looked at that date. I'm thinking, I've been on there since 14 years ago, which was what, 2000? It'd be 2010. So, which is about right, because I think it was about 2009 that I got on Twitter then, when it was named Twitter. So I've been on Twitter for 14, 15 years now. So it was right after that I started to play around with the live streaming on Ustream. I liked using Ustream. And Ustream, there was a guy I used to watch. You probably know him, Chris Perillo. He's still on. He's here on Twitch. He's also on YouTube Live. He's a tech guy. I used to watch him a lot. He used to have a 24. He was like the first one that had a 24/7 live feed at his desk. I guess that's why I like the desk. I take my influence from Chris Perillo. He's hi, Rich. What's slapping? Hey, Big Juice. Hey, I gotta tell you. What did I want to tell you? You told me something yesterday, and I was wrong. I can't think of it. You said something yesterday. God, what was it? I can't think of it. We're having so much fun. You missed a lot of fun earlier. Glad to see you here. Big Juice coming in from Ohio. Big Juice 757. Good, and Tina saying good morning to Steve. Glad to have you here, Steve. Steve was with me yesterday. It was during the broadcast yesterday when you were on with Laura when I was gaming. I said something and I was wrong. You were right. I can't remember. It'll come to me afterwards and stuff like that. But we're just waiting to see if Cup of Joe, waiting for guests to connect. We'll wait another 5 or 10 minutes here, because he might be still sleeping and stuff like that. So, because today, to let you know, Steve, today is Cup of Joe Day. God's honest truth. The national day is Cup of Joe Day. So our good friend Cup of Joe, we're trying to give him I'm not sure. I didn't stay that long. Maybe I wasn't. No, you were there yesterday. It was something you said yesterday. And you were right and I was wrong on something. So I always like trying to correct myself. I should have wrote the thing down. I'll think of it later. I think about it. I'll let you know and stuff. It's not really that important. It's a mute, we're doing some general talking yesterday or something like that. I can't think of what it was. So if you forgot it, I guess it's not that important, I guess. As far as that goes. Because I know I had to correct myself when Tina said that we were listening and Hal said something about it's just the wording was wrong, that they gave the appearance that a court lower than the Supreme Court can sustain a Supreme Court decision. And they hadn't made a decision. They just said, hey, we're not going to decide. You still go do what you're doing until we make the decision and stuff like that. That was a week and a half ago. But there was something yesterday. I'm a stickler about correcting myself and stuff like that. So that's going to bug me a little bit today. Let's see. It wasn't about showering. No, it wasn't. No. You with the shower jokes and stuff like that. Did you know Walt Hollick, Big Juice? I don't know if you did or not. Walt is over there in Ireland. Yesterday, during the gaming that you came in, you popped in there. Did you pop in? I think you popped in towards the end, maybe. But anyway, Walt Hollick, just to refresh that, he's going to be coming back. It might be for a visit with Jim Figerty, as far as that goes. And It'll be good to see Walt. He's been putting up some great pictures over there on his Instagram. Oh yeah, Walt. I miss that old man. Yeah, he's a good guy. Really good guy. Jim Figerty, Liam. Tina and Helen already corrected me.
Oh, okay, sorry. You got enough women correcting you then, okay.
You hear that, Tina? That's from the missus. I got enough of you women correcting my ass.
I know how Dad felt.
He mentioned yesterday, I guess Laura was telling me in a broadcast that he's going to try and get him on live. So I gotta check out Jim Figerty's broadcast. I gotta sort of watch him a little bit to see if there's any update on that, stuff like that, because I'd like to do that. So let's see. I don't think, Joe, it's been almost been coming up on 8 minutes now. We may not get Joe. We're coming up to the two hour mark, so time to get the day started, I guess, right? I don't know. We don't have anything on the agenda then. What do you?
I'm gonna do a quick bath, shower, walk, laundry. No,
Yeah.
nothing major.
Because Wednesday's usually light. Thursday the missus does the shopping and I stay out of her
I
way.
got Friday off.
Oh, you don't have to do anything Friday. Oh, BJ run?
No.
Oh, go out to lunch?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
don't know.
We did a lot. We went to BJ's last week, so we can wait a couple weeks. So maybe just kick back.
We'll be busy out and about because
It's supposed to be a nice day. What's the weather supposed to be? Let me see
I'll
what.
be busy out and about Friday because it's the start of the weekend, Easter weekend.
Oh, that's right. Easter weekend's coming up. Okay. Baseball starts tomorrow. I didn't get any sports in, but baseball starts tomorrow. The March Madness, the Sweet 16 starts tomorrow and Friday, and then I guess they go into the Elite Eight this weekend. This Saturday is the start of the UFL. Saturday morning I will be doing a broadcast on the UFL. I'm not going to do the weekend edition. It's going to be primarily a football type broadcast. Probably maybe I don't know, the content that I have, I might be able to get I might be able to do maybe 30-45 minutes. It's not going to be long. I just want to go ahead and highlight that the USFL starts. There's 2 games Saturday and 2 games Sunday, so I'll be highlighting that Saturday morning, probably about 7 or 8ish. It's not going to be 6 o'clock or anything early. It's going to be later. There you go, Rich. You could work at baseball games selling popcorn and peanuts. Oh man, I tell you, the ballpark popcorn and peanuts. Oh my God, they're good. The popcorn is fantastic. It's better. It's the only thing that's better is going to the movie theater where you pay $20 for a small container of popcorn. But it tastes so good. They have a way of making it there. A hot dog and beer costs you an arm and a leg now at a ballpark, from what I've been told. It costs you, maybe $12 for the hot dog and probably $20 for the beer, as far as that goes. I haven't been to a ball game, an actual ball game, in years. I think it actually goes before 9/11. Was down there the summer before 9/11. Took a bus trip down to Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium. Back in the day, you would sneak a 6-pack of beer into the ballpark. Yeah. The one ballpark, when I was stationed up at Hanscom Field, I told this many times before, we used to be able to, if you were military and you showed a military ID, you could get into the ballpark for $4. We got there early enough, we'd always sit down and watch batting practice. Nobody come to take your seat. You could sit there. Technically, you were the $4. You're supposed to be in the seats up in the upper levels. You weren't supposed to be down in the box seats. We got away with it one time, but the times we tried doing it afterwards, we always got chased off. But $4 to get in the ballpark, that was pretty. what it a ballpark ticket back then cost you maybe $20, $30. Now it's what? It's over $100 to go into the gate at for a ball game now. Anywhere from $50 to $100. If you get the nosebleeds, that's going to be like 25, 30 and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy, the prices and stuff like that. Let's see, Cup of Joe, he's not going to take, so I'm gonna remove the guest as far as that goes. So I got to get back to doing the guest stars. Have you up, Tina, this weekend or something like that. Screw that, I'll watch it. Yeah, at home you're a lot better. You don't have to wait the line to go to the bathroom. The food's probably better and cheaper. The beer, endless beer. And you don't have to worry about the cops if you're drinking, right? There we go. So that's I don't know. If I had a chance, I'd probably go. You know, it's more you know, as far as meeting somebody, you know, it'd be cool to meet, say, go down to New York City. I take a bus down to meet Tony D and Ted Hicks and JoJo for a Met game or a Yankee game. Probably the Mets, because their tickets are, I don't know, they back in the day they were always cheaper to go to see a Met game than a Yankee game and stuff like that. I would try, you know, if I had the time, I'd do that. I think we talked about it once or twice as far as hooking up down there and stuff, because Ted's out there in Long Island. So that would be a good meetup places, because I could take, there's buses that go from here. I wouldn't drive down to the city. I'd take a bus down and stuff like that and hang out and then go to the game and take the bus back as far as that goes and such. So, I guess that's about it. We're coming up top of the hour here at 8 o'clock. And so with that, I'm going to go ahead and exit stage left here from the broadcast. We've been on for 2 hours and 5 minutes and stuff like that. That's my comfort zone. I don't want to go any longer and stuff like that. It's just, I don't think I'll be gaming later. I probably will be playing the game. Yeah, thanks and ciao to you, Tina. Greatly appreciate it as far as that goes. And we'll get the day started here. Bye, y'all. And let's see, we had, who do we have here in the chat here? Oh, how am I going to look at that? Let me see something here. We'll go back to this page. Okay, this is more like it. Okay, here we go. We're going to say thank you very much to Tina. She was first in the house here this morning. Thank you, Tina, a Jersey girl. Thank you very much. You have a good one. Shout out to you, Tina. Thank you, Tim Van 40. Tim Van 40, our resident contractor out there in Michigan. Thank you very much. Thank you, first time chatter, DR Captain, who come in from Germany. He gave us a subscription. Thank you for a follow. Thank you very much. Thank you. Going down the list here, we got Helen. Helen came in. Thank you, Helen. Coming in from Edinburgh, Scotland. Tony D coming in from Warner Robins, Georgia, where it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit, 75 degrees for the high, and 58 for the low. It's really down there in Warner Robins. Thank you, Tony D, for being here. Thank you. Who else we got? I think we're going to be coming up to the man himself, the legend, the guy who takes a shower. And that's Big Jew Steve out there in Big Jew 757 out there in Ohio. Thank you, Steve, for being here. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Tim, you need to go back to Crackle Whip. So, Big Jew's slapping his ass. As always, see you in the shower. Yeah, you're the shower guy. It's all fun there. Steve, thank you very much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. And just in time, because I just popped up, we have an ad break in 3 minutes. We'll be out of here before then. All right, folks, you all have a great one wherever you may be. This is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich here on Twitch. Thank you, people on Twitch, for watching, as well as, let's see, I'm off to McDonald's, planning my wedding dinner. There you go. Good for you. You can follow me over on X, at Fireman Rich. I'm also at Fireman Rich on Truth Social, Instagram, Threads, and Blue Skies, public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich. We're here on Twitch. Thank you very much for the Twitch viewers on the replay. Also over there on Rumble. That's Rich. I think it's Rich Roberts. No, it's Fireman Rich on Rumble. And on YouTube, it's Richard M. Roberts. So you all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Great broadcast, guys. Thank you.